Alright guys, so today I wanted to talk about the Ferguson situation in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. I wanted to talk about what I've been watching for the past few days. Okay, if you don't know the story, look it up. I know there are people like myself that don't look at the news, but I started seeing the tweets. That's how I figured it out, what was happening at Ferguson. So an officer shot and killed a teenager, Mike Brown, who's 18 years old, who was not armed. He had no gun. He was just walking from a convenience store, and they stopped him because, you know, they were racially profiling him. So they stopped him, and they ended up killing him. The reasons why, we don't know yet, but I saw the feed, the live feed 2 nights ago. They weren't showing a live feed here, like live here. You know, the news, I'm watching the news right now, but they show whatever they want to show, and the people that actually took the time to film for us and live stream, that's a different story, right? So I saw it 2 nights ago, around 8 through 10, I guess I'm gonna say. I went back to the live stream yesterday. I didn't see anything. They weren't live. So apparently because they were throwing gas bombs, or they were throwing rubber bullets, they messed up their battery supply. So I don't think they were able to record again. So that happened to the people that were filming at the live stream. So what I saw was that there were tanks, there were just the SWAT team were against the people that were just trying to protest. And was it getting violent? No, they were just like throwing like water bottles and stuff. Is that violence? I don't think so. But I mean, first of all, it was a peaceful, I think in my opinion, it was always a peaceful protest because I saw what I saw. But then the police were like, this is not a peaceful protest anymore. You know, go back to your houses, blah, blah, blah. They were throwing gas bombs to people's porch, like their front yard, and telling them to go back inside. They were telling the camera people not to record because they don't want you to see what's really happening. So I saw that 2 nights ago. I was very concerned, and I was just seeing the list of things that happened where, like, they killed Mike Brown. They went into this old lady's house and got her naked. They threw tear gas at a freaking 4-year-old, and a few other things happened. You can look it up. I read the list, and everything happened, you know, close to each other. So right now I'm watching the news, and they just named the officer that killed Mike Brown. And the thing is that they just named it right now. They knew who it was, but because it was too dangerous to name the guy, because there were like people who hacked into the computer and they hacked into the police department's email and went through stuff apparently, and were taking pictures of someone's house, and they were threatening the chief of the police department, saying, if you don't tell us the name, we're gonna throw the info of your children, which is crazy, you know, that's dangerous. And I mean, I'm not gonna say that that was a good idea or that was a bad idea, but I think threatening these people, you know, made them, you know, give us the name, because they just gave us the name of this officer. They were saying he was a veteran police officer, and what's gonna happen? Shit's about to go down, because in all seriousness, I think there's, as the story develops, there's gonna be way more things popping out. And seriously, like, I don't understand the government. Like, everything's so twisted. Like, look at the guy that supposedly bombed the Boston Marathon, right? The guy's face came out in the Rolling Stone magazine. Like, who does that? That's weird. Just to give this guy, like, fame? Why are you trying to give a killer fame. Now, it's crazy that humans are trying to protest because they killed, one of their own. Like, why are you going to get mad at a protest? They have a right to protest and be angry about it. I understand that things can get dangerous and stuff like that, but what happened to rights? People do have rights, and it sucks when it's taken away from you because you want justice. So I just hope that things don't go to another level. The officer, hopefully, I just hope he gets what he deserves, because I mean, the thing is that cops are taking too much advantage of their power, and this has been happening for many years, and it has to stop because these people are acting like they're cowboys. Like, this ain't no West Side life. Like, you can't just take your gun out and just pew pew. Like, I don't understand this. Things need to change because this isn't 1941 anymore. You can't just go up to people profiling them because of their color. The news makes them look bad. Black people look bad. Why are you trying to make them look bad? They're trying to fight for their own people. And this is what I hate about the government and the news, that it's like we segregate each other because of what we see on TV. Like, or Latin people are all immigrants. Black people, all they do is be violent. Like that, all that stuff needs to stop. And realistically, we need to do something about that whole Ferguson issue, because that's bullshit. You don't just go profiling people and shooting at people. You don't go to someone's house and get them naked and mess with a little baby. It's a baby. Fuck. People have feelings. People, we're human. No one's better than the other. Something has to happen. And these people need to get fired, something, because that's just BS. That shit makes me mad. Watching the feed made me mad because it was like a war. Like, this isn't Iraq. Like, what are you doing taking out your tanks and your SWAT team with shields? Nobody had guns at that protest. That's the thing. Like, what are you so threatened about? It's just people. It's my backyard. I can do whatever the hell I want in my backyard, my front porch. Tell me what you think. Jcole made a track of the situation. I think it's a nice track. You should support him. I'm gonna put the link of the story, the recent story right now on the bottom. Check that out. And yeah, man, tweet Ferguson and let people know, because share this video because a lot of people don't know about the story. And it needs to be shared, and people need to know what's really going on. News says one thing, we see something different on Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff. So leave a comment, share this, like it, subscribe, and thank you everyone for new subscribers. Have a great week. Bye.